Is this recording? Okay. Hello, everybody. It's me, movie watcher, movie fan, movie fanatic 677. I just got back from watching the new Ghostbusters Afterlife, I think. And, well, I have some thoughts. So, first off, I. None of the little signs above the movie theater doors, like where each screen is, you know what I'm saying? None of them had like what was airing inside, and I didn't know where the hell we were supposed to go at first. So I had to ask the friggin' guy at the ticket thing. He's like, Theater 11. I'm like, okay, thanks. I'll go enjoy my friggin' Ghostbusters, I guess. And that doesn't really matter. But anyways, I saw like the ending part of a trailer for a new Sing movie, the movie with like the animated movie with like the cartoon animals singing. I've never seen any of them. I never am going to, because I'm almost 23 years old. And then I caught the trailer for Spider-Man and another movie where a guy turns into like a vampire or something. I don't know. He turns into like a Nosferatu. Uh, once I'm editing this, I'll probably look it up. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I like Ghostbusters. I haven't seen the first two in a while. I probably should have rewatched them because this movie had like a lot of references to the first one, I think. Yeah. And that's fine. You know, I like references when they serve a purpose. And I feel like a lot of this movie is, well, a good portion of it was just like, hey, remember this? Remember this Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? He's here. Kinda. But I'll get to that later. I'll get to that whole friggin' scene later, because that really chapped my ass. And I, like, okay, start from the beginning. The characters are okay. I loved Phoebe. I didn't really like her at first because I was like, oh god, here we go, another trope of like smart-ass older brother and super smart, nerdy younger sister, you know, Bart and Lisa Simpson, basically. But Phoebe was just really endearing. I loved how she told like really shitty jokes. It really reminded me of myself when I was younger. I could not believe that she was 12 in the movie. I don't know how old her actress is, but come on. Like 13. Um, Let me look up what the fucking brother's name was, 'cause I don't remember it. That was a big problem I had. I don't remember a lot of the characters' names except for Phoebe because I loved her. Trevor. Okay. There was a really funny scene where the family like stops. Okay, actually let me explain the plot. Yeah, I'm so good at movie reviews. So like there's this family and they keep fucking getting evicted from places, and it's just a family of like a mom and her two kids, and they get like evicted out of their apartment, and they're like, well, okay, mom's dad died, so he left us this big ass house in the middle of nowhere, so let's go there. And so they go there, and it's a friggin' rundown like little country bumpkin house. I don't know, it's camp, I guess. Um, but on the way there, they stop at like a diner, and Trevor, who plays the older brother, sees like this really pretty girl, and I swear to God, they like said her name once and then never again. Let me look. I literally looked it up. It doesn't even have it. I don't even think she's listed as a character. Her actress's name is Faith. And poor girl, her character got shafted so hard because fuck, I don't anyway. So Trevor sees Faith, I'll just call her that. And he's like, "Whoa, mamma mia. That's a spicy lady." He didn't actually say that. I'm improving. And so he signs up to work at the diner, and he's 15, but he lies and he says he's 17. And he's talking to Faith, and he's like, "My name's Trevor." And some of like the other like employees are like, "My name's Trevor." Like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? I just thought that was a really funny joke. Not a lot of shit actually happens. After that, there's like some ghost stuff going on in the house that's not really explained. I think, okay, I'll explain it later, but there's kind of like a scene where Phoebe's chessboard, like some of the pieces move on their own. That shows up in like 2 or 3 scenes and then is never brought up again. I think it's like supposed to be the ghost of her grandfather. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but it's just never really brought up. And Phoebe's going to like summer school, and there's this shitty teacher who's like, he's like the well that just happened joke, but like in human form. He pissed me off. And there's this stupid little kid who calls himself Podcast. Oh my god, I was like, damn, I am a grown woman getting angry over a child actor. But listen, like, why was he there? Why was he there? He was just there to piss me off. um, he just made unfunny jokes. Really broke the tension. I know he was like pretty much just there for comic relief, but it wasn't even relief. It was just anger. um, I don't know if his character was played by a girl, I think I would have liked it more because I don't know. I'm just crazy. You know, girl power. But Phoebe, like, this was her movie. This movie was for Phoebe. And, there's this scene where she finds her grandpa's old ghost busting, equipment because, spoiler alert, her, grandfather was Egon from the first movie. And, she looks a lot like him, and it's really cute, and it leads to, like, a lot of emotional scenes. Um, but there's like this paranormal activity going on in some like creepy fucking old factory or something. And so she and Podcast go into there. And yeah, I don't think like he's ever given an actual name. His name is just Podcast because he has a podcast about paranormal mysteries and shit like that. And like if he was a little older, I feel like he would be really into crypto. Anyway, so they go to like this little factory and you could like you hear these noises. It's like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, there's gonna be a ghost. And well, sure enough, there's a ghost, and it's eating stuff. Like it's eating the pipes. And there were a lot of other like, well, not other. There were a lot like, fuck. There were a lot of like little kids in the theater, and you could hear them go, "Oh my god, it's Slimer! Oh, it's Slimer!" Spoiler alert, kids, it wasn't Slimer. It was not Slimer. Like, that's Slimer 2. Slimer 0.5. Like, Slimer, I don't know, I just didn't really get the appeal from, like, the first movie. Like, I mean, it's a fat ghost that eats a lot of stuff. That's kind of funny. But they really latched onto that, and I feel like with Slimer 2, they tried to really capture the essence of the first Slimer, but it just kind of fell short. But so Phoebe tries to like catch it, and she's like, "Podcast, get the fucking ghost jail trap machine." And Podcast is like, "Okay," and he fumbles with it, and he doesn't catch the ghost. So good going. I think Phoebe should have killed people. There, I said it. Like the whole movie, I was thinking, God, I don't know. I feel like the movie would have been a lot better if she was allowed to like kill people. But anyway, um oh, and there was this scene where Podcast is talking about his podcast to Phoebe, and he hands her like a My Little Pony lighter. Like I don't know what it was, but I swear to God it had Rainbow Dash on it. Like I I don't know what the hell it was. It looked like a lighter. And he said, it gets really good 46 episodes in. And later on, I realized he was talking about his podcast, but at the time, I thought he was talking about My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. And I was like, oh, this fucking kid. God damn it. Fuck, I hate it. Like, I was just, I was like, God, I fucking hate this character. Like, okay, the movie was not made for people like me, I guess. Like kind of because I like Ghostbusters, you know? It's an enjoyable movie. I was looking forward to this, but I guess it's like more for kids. But whatever. Um what the fuck else happens? Oh yeah, and the mom's a bitch. She's like, Phoebe, your grandfather was a fucking asshole and I hated him and and it's like, dude, what the hell? Why are you telling this to your daughter? Especially like after she's like, Mom, Grandpa wasn't a jerk. He was just trying to save us. He was trying to save the whole world. And she's like, I don't fucking care. She didn't actually say that. Like they didn't swear because it was like PG-13. She's like, I don't care. Your father abandoned me, or your grandfather abandoned me, and blah 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 blah. It's like, fuck, like, dude, she's 12. I think Phoebe should have killed her mom. And her fucking stupid teacher crush who teaches this summer school that Phoebe goes to. Fuck him too. He sucked. God. But, but later on in the film, Trevor, remember, her brother, Phoebe's brother, finds the ghost mobile, uh, in the barn, and he fixes it up and takes it out for a joyride. And that's when Phoebe catches Slimer too, but they get pulled over because Trevor is 15 and also doesn't have a license, and also the car's warranty or whatever is expired, something like that. I don't know. And they get put into like the little dinky town jail, and the cops like confiscate the ghost catching ray. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names of any of this stuff. Like I couldn't even remember Trevor's name. So anyway, and so the mom comes to pick him up, and Phoebe's like, hey, can I get like my ghost catching gun back? And the guy's like, no. And Phoebe fucking grabs the gun and she's about to turn on. She's about to kill this dude. And I was like, yes! Kill! But no. Um like somebody stops her and like fuck, you know? Like whatever. Fine. But before that scene, she calls who the fuck does she call? Well, she sees an ad, the old like 80s ad for Ghostbusters, and she writes down the phone number and she calls it during her one like free phone call. And who the fuck does she call? You know, hey, Ghostbusters, like shut up. But she calls Dan Aykroyd, who's working in like this I don't know, this like antique store or something, and she gets like the full backstory of what the hell happened to the Ghostbusters. Basically, Egon was like, okay guys, well, I gotta go. There's like this prophecy that shit's gonna happen, and yeah, so see ya. And he takes all the shit and he just hightails it out of there to this like dinky little town in Minnesota or Oregon or Mississippi. You know, basically it's all the same place. You know what I'm talking about. And he hides that shit there, and yeah, and Dan is like, you know, fuck Egon. I fucking hate Egon. And Phoebe's like, dude, he died a week ago. And Dan's like, fuck. That sucks. It was really emotional, actually. Um, but basically, you know, shit happens. Uh, fucking Zool from the first movie, I think, yeah, comes back. And, uh, Phoebe, with the help of Trevor and the original Ghostbusters who show up, defeat Zool. And there's this really, really emotional moment where Phoebe is like trying to like contain Zool, with the ghost busting ray or whatever the fuck, and she's like shaking because she you know she's only 12, and then fucking ghost Egon shows up. Oh my god! And I was like, oh fuck, I can't. Oh my god! I was like about to like start screaming and crying and throwing up right in the theater. But oh fuck, God, it was emotional. Ooh, it was really good. I love that part. Um, but yeah, it was just a good ending. Shit characters. And a while ago, I mentioned that Trevor had a crush on Faith, and uh, during like the climax where Phoebe is trying to like defeat Zool, Podcast and Faith are the other two Ghostbusters because they don like the little Ghostbusting jumpsuits. But it wasn't the same because the original Ghostbusters were funny and memorable and were good characters, and Podcast pissed me off, and poor Faith. I They might have said like her name like once or twice, but I did not catch it. And it sucked because she was a fuck, what am I trying to say? Her actress is like very cute and very good at acting, but she's barely there. So when she's like turned into one of the what the fuck is the stupid dog's name? Bozo? Gonzo? That's a Muppet. Um fuck, let me go on the IMDb page. Fuck me. Gozer? Is that it? That's the name of a fuck, I'm just gonna call it Gonzo. Uh she turns into like one of the Gonzo dogs. And it's supposed to be like a really emotional moment, but she's never really, it doesn't feel deserved. You know what I'm saying? Like if she was developed more and she got more screen time, then yeah, maybe I'd be like, oh fuck, you know. But she got no fucking screen time. And she was supposed to be like Trevor's quote unquote love interest, even though she's like 17 or 18 and Trevor is like 15. Very weird. And another weird scene that kind of made me go, ooh, what the fuck? Was when the mom gets possessed by the gatekeeper fucking thing. You know, the gatekeeper and the keymaster from the first movie. It's basically, you know, the plot of the first movie. But anyway, and she's sitting at home, and Phoebe, Podcast, and Trevor come home, and the mom looks at Podcast, and she's like, "Are you the keymaster?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" Because the keymaster and the gatekeeper are supposed to have sex, and dude, Podcast is 12. He's 12 years old. He's a 12-year-old boy, and his mom is like in her like 30s or 40s. That was fucking weird. I was like, what the hell? But the teacher guy who is her crappy love interest, is the keymaster. So, you know, thank God. because this movie should not have gone there. But I think the part that stuck with me the most, besides the very emotional ending, with Egon's ghost, was the product placement scene, which pissed me off so bad I almost wanted to leave the movie theater. Basically, the shitty teacher goes to Walmart, and you know it's Walmart because the fucking shot lingers on the Walmart sign for a good, 30 seconds. So yeah, going to Walmart. And the teacher is, I think his name is Gary. But anyway, he walks to the freezer aisle and opens up the freezer full of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. No, it's not. It's not Ben and Jerry's. It's Baskin Robbins. You can tell because there are a lot of Baskin Robbins pink cartons lined up in clear view. And he says, mocha. And it's like, wow, that is soulless. It's like the Dunkachino scene from Jack and Jill and how bad it was. But at least the Dunkachino scene, it's like you can laugh at that. Like it's so ridiculous that you go, oh, what the fuck, Al Pacino, what the hell? But like this guy's a nobody. How is this supposed to be funny? Am I supposed to be laughing right now? 'Cause I'm not. And then he goes down like a ice cream topping aisle, and he picks up some I don't know, fucking chocolate syrup or whatever the hell. And he sees a bag of Stay Puft marshmallows moving, and hey guys, remember this fucking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? And is this recording? Yeah. Oh my god, this has been going on for 22 minutes. Anyway, so the bag of Stay Puft Marshmallows starts moving, and the teacher is looking at what the hell? And little Stay Puft Marshmallow Men break out of the bag, and they're kind of cute. They're kind of adorbs. But then more pop out, and then they start killing each other, very violently. Like one gets run over by a Roomba. A couple get grilled alive. Two of them get skewered and then roasted above the grill. One gets shoved in a blender and blended, and I was like, what? And the kids, were laughing at this, but I was just like, what? I mean, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Boys, because they're not men, they're just little babies. They're not in pain, they're not screaming, they're enjoying it, and I was like, what the, is anybody else, kind of, uncomfortable right now? I don't like seeing cute little things get hurt. That's weird. That's, I don't derive any enjoyment from that. And then the scene ends. He walks out of the Walmart, and then the Gonzo dog pops his front tires, and I assume he possesses the teacher, and that was it. And it was entirely pointless. That scene meant nothing. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Boys showed up during the final climax, but they didn't do anything. They didn't do a goddamn thing. So that was just 5 minutes of product placement for Baskin fucking Robbins. And Wrangler jeans. What? Fuck Walmart. Fuck Baskin Robbins. God bless their wild and reckless sherbet, and fuck Wrangler jeans. Just watch the first Ghostbusters movie if you want to watch Ghostbusters so damn bad. It's got Rick Moranis in it. I wish Rick Moranis was in this movie, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because I don't want him being. I don't want him in the same movie as Wrangler jeans and Walmart and Crunch bars. I miss Rick Moranis. There should have been a scene of a ghost sucking some dude's silly like in the first movie. And Oingo Boingo's flesh and blood playing for 5 seconds. That might have been in the second movie though. It might have been in the first. I don't know. It's been like a few years since I've seen it. Well, that was my review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. God bless Egon Spengler. God bless Rick Moranis. God bless the little actress who played Phoebe. And Go to Hell podcast. Thanks for watching.